Your auntie gave you that shirt, right, David?
Uh, no, I think this is a shirt that I purchased.
You
Oh,
purchased that shirt?
we just lost David.
God damn it, David! You fuck.
Free, she throwing that ass. I'm up first, coming in last. Went to the bank, happy alive. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap.
No, yeah. What about my shirt? Yeah, this is a shirt that I purchased on my own.
You purchased that shirt, nigga? Because like I've had many like discolored, crazy figured shirts that were gifted to me by family members, and they look like that usually.
You
They have
still wear
stripes?
them if you don't like them?
I mean,
Huh?
Do you still wear them if you don't like them? If you get gifted?
Nah.
Oh, I was about to say maybe I ain't shit. I throw them away. I don't want this shit.
no, that's why whenever I ever ask for clothing, it's like socks or like it's hard to fuck that up, like the socks or drawers or white t-shirts.
I don't think I've
You
ever
wear a lot of those.
requested. I don't think I've ever
Huh?
requested a gift. Usually they just show up, you know? You can't be like,
Or-
return this shit. I want some
Yeah.
socks.
Isn't it funny, at least for me, how the older you get, the more like you appreciate clothing as a gift? At least for me. Like I fuck with getting like dress socks and shit like that, like ties and tie pins and shit like that. But I also wear those all the time. So
This year, motherfuckers ain't getting shit. Cause last year I went ham, bro. Like I'm talking about gaming computer, iPad. Motherfuckers gave me t-shirts. I say fuck everybody.
Oh, Chris, but was that it? Like, is there anything else you want to know about my shirt?
Nah, I just figured you wouldn't purchase that shirt. The fact that you
No, I actually purchased another shirt that looks similar. Instead of the blue stripes, it's like red stripes. I look like Waldo.
Nigga, you
Like,
rocking it, bro. You rocking it, bro. I thought it was your auntie,
oh, okay.
but I was wrong.
Wow. Thanks, man. If my auntie would have got it for me, I would have been like, "Yo, that's a nice
Yeah, I
shirt. Thanks
know.
for getting it for me."
Man,
I
green.
know,
He said you rocking it.
Man, she's like, "Yo, that's a shitty shirt you got on, bro.
Like my nigga wore his ugly.
You're wearing that
ugly
shit by
sweater.
choice."
But we gotta.
All right, yo, can we see your shirt?
I
gotta see
got
your
like
shirt now,
just
bro.
a plain black shirt. You're gonna roast a plain black shirt, bro? Like
I mean, at least give me an opportunity. You know, I ain't showing that shirt.
I'm not gonna wear my auntie's shirt on the podcast, bro. Like I
Oh,
already
wow.
got enough going on. I don't need to give
Said
y'all.
life-
It's not my auntie's shirt, bro. It's my shirt that I got.
I don't need to
on my
give y'all
own.
niggas more ammunition, bro. Like
He said life is hard enough.
yeah. All right, let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. All right. Welcome to episode 14 of Woodcrest Certified. I'm gonna get this out ahead of time because I did it at the end. I'm trying to get better at the intro shit. So when you're watching, please take the time to like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and comment below, your thoughts on the podcast, your thoughts on some of our discussion points, and if you want to hear us discuss something in future episodes. We actually had our first comment on a topic for that we're gonna hit on a little bit later. So shout out to Cam. Whoever you are and wherever you are, we'll hit on your topic here in a little bit. Also, huge spoiler alert. We're going to be talking about the Spider-Man movie. All right, but we'll give you a warning and we'll have a 10-minute timer. So there's going to be a 10-minute timer of which we're going to talk about the Spider-Man movie. So then just skip over that 10 minutes when I give you that alert, the Spider-Man alert, and then we'll go from there if you haven't seen the movie and don't want to spoil it. Unlike Chris, who doesn't care about spoilers, fucking weirdo. Anyway,
I'm with you on that. I'm
I
gonna
don't
find out
care,
one way or
nigga.
another.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever, man. You
like
guys.
why I show up and Spider-Man's there? Like wow, that's crazy.
I didn't see that coming.
I
Nah,
didn't
but
see that
it was
coming.
It
Wow.
was a lot that happened in there that like I wouldn't want it wrong, but
Yeah,
Like
that's
Spider-Man.
Are we
1,
starting
that's
off with that?
crazy.
Like,
No, I don't want to start off with it. I don't want to start off. We'll roll into Spider-Man.
yeah.
All right. So I mentioned it in the chat earlier, but all right. So you know how like everyone's house has its own smell, but like you can't smell your house's smell because you're just kind of accustomed to it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So do you think people that are just musty and stink as fuck is like the same concept that just don't notice that they smell that bad.
Yeah, I mean, they have to. If they knew they smelled bad, they would not smell bad.
You
I
think?
don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. Like it's just. I think the problem is some people don't give a fuck. Like they, like if I come out with a shirt that's dirty or if it has a stain on it,
Shirts. Fucking
depending on
shirts.
depending on where I'm going, I'm not gonna wear that shirt like out in public with stained and fucked up. You get what I'm saying? But some people come out in public, holes in their shirt fucked up, all that dirty, wore it for 4 days. Them musty motherfuckers, they know they musty. They just don't give a fuck. Like it was a dude walking into my store one time, and I smelled that nigga at the door, bro. And I'm at the back of the store. Like
Oh, no.
if he can't smell that shit, he need help.
But I'm saying though, like, if it's that repulsive, like, why would he torture himself?
I'm
Like, you're
saying like
telling me
man,
that's
he's
so
got to be used to
terrible.
it, right?
And my nigga's just walking around like dying
get-
for what?
So he's also gotten used to people just looking at him like, man, you stink.
There's no way he smells that shit.
He
I
has
think, I
to.
think,
Can he take at least one shower a
Nah,
day
I'm,
or a week? During that
I don't know.
shower, you don't smell
Yeah.
like that.
you have to
That's
use
not
soap in
but
those
like
showers
it
too.
gradually
people-
escalates.
kinda like-
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't
the nigga
know,
doesn't
bro.
jump in mud. He doesn't jump in mud. He just skips a couple showers. And
Couple.
the stink it just sticks, you know.
Bro, I walked into a Uber the
I
other
can't
day
believe we're
or
talking
a
about this
Lyft.
shit. This is stupid.
Yeah, this
Bro.
is
Bro,
I feel
just,
like I was gonna ask like where did this curiosity like come from? Like,
because I walked into a fucking Lyft the other day going from the arena back to the office where my car is parked, and it just smells so bad. Like you just smell like shit. And the thing is like you could tell that the guy was a little bit conscious of the smell because like it also smelled that it was mixed with some like cologne and shit. So like he knows, but he still chooses to be stank.
Maybe somebody identified it. Like somebody told him, like, bro, like there's something going
well, somebody
on.
had to have left a review, like if this was like an ongoing thing.
You know?
I mean, if this was your experience in this lift, like somebody else had to have gone through this too and been like, yo, this guy stinks, like on the phone.
Maybe
You ain't leave a
man.
review?
Nah, he was a nice guy, you know. He just smelled like ass.
I mean, stinky people can be friendly, bro. Like it's okay, but they still stink though.
Yeah, I
Would
hate
you-
when
would
y'all
you-
do that shit.
Would you rather be clean or would you rather be like a nice, likable person?
I'd rather be
Are-
clean.
Yeah,
Give me-
I be clean in the asshole.
Yeah, am I a bad person if I'm clean? Like, in this
I'd rather be
hypothetical,
clean in
like,
the asshole or smell
I need
like
more
shit in a
detail.
good person, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if you stink, there's not gonna be anybody around for you to be nice to. Like nobody's gonna want to come near you.
I didn't have a choice, bro. That's the car that pulled up, though. You know.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's a Lyft
Could have just
driver,
taken
bro,
that
to
walk.
four-
It's the
Maybe-
arena to your car. How
Alright,
long
but
of a walk is it?
My office
Is it cold?
Is it cold? I'm in Milwaukee in the middle of December, David. It was like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah, you lost me at Milwaukee, bro. Anytime you're in Milwaukee, it's like,
Well,
sheesh.
Surprise! I'm always here. So
Didn't see that coming. Yeah, right.
yeah. Anyway, I guess while talking about the arena, kind of got me thinking about basketball, obviously, in all this COVID situation across all the sports leagues right now, and it's wild how many people are on, you know, the health and safety protocols or on COVID exempt lists with the NFL and stuff. And the interesting thing is that they're reporting that a large number of these guys that are testing positive are just like asymptomatic, literally have nothing going on, but they test positive because I guess it's around them or whatever. They have the antibodies surrounding them or some shit. So, but like we're going into games here with a bunch of G leaguers and, you know, randoms off the street playing football and shit and postponing games. So what are your guys' thoughts on the whole process and the protocols?
Silly.
Yeah. Yeah, that question you
pretty
asked earlier
fucking
about
silly.
whether it's gonna last forever, like are they gonna react this way forever? Like that got me thinking, like
Like
Yeah.
nigga, the flu. The
at what
flu
point
has
are they
been
gonna say
around
fuck
for-
it, you know?
Like the flu has been around for how long?
Ever in
Forever.
the day over 100 years.
So like we can expect the same thing for COVID. Like to expect that they're gonna solve it in the next couple of years is unreasonable, right?
Yeah.
So at what point are we gonna just be like, all right, fuck it, this is reasonable? Like I thought that was the vaccine. They
Mhm.
told me you gotta take a vaccine. Like my job forced me to, so I did. And that was supposed to put us in like a space of like
Tranquility.
adjustable risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you might get sick, but you're not gonna die. Right?
It's
Mhm.
like
NBA
before.
players, these NBA players that are like fucking inches away from each other, like I don't know, that shit doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I been
it
told
was-
y'all niggas this shit was stupid. I been said this shit. Like, it's just get dumber and dumb as the months go by.
Yeah, like Tommy was talking about how
Shout
know
out
that-
Tommy.
shout out Tommy. Hey, I hit Tommy
My
up
dog
separately.
Tommy.
I
Dang.
apologize. I try to get
You
him
think
back
Tommy
on here.
will watch this part? Like,
I
'cause,
don't
you know,
know.
we've mentioned him before, and he's never been like, "Yo, thanks for shouting me out in the video."
I wonder
That's
if
okay.
Tommy watches. You think Tommy watches at all?
I don't
hope
think
so.
Tommy got the
We need the
attention
views.
span, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, David.
Hey, but
Uh,
when Chris said that shit about the flu, I was thinking about like, yo, we praised the guy for playing with the flu. Like,
Yeah.
imagine COVID games. You know, like it was so and so's
Stupid.
COVID game.
Yeah.
You
I think Josh
Exactly.
Hart tweeted out like because obviously we were in lockdown, and then when the Last Dance came out, and he was like, "Damn, the flu game kind of sounds irresponsible now." after that shit, now dealing with COVID.
Yeah, like I mean, it turned out to be food poisoning, but
Yeah,
it's still even known as the flu game. So it's like, are we gonna play with the COVID games? Like,
The thing
at
the,
what point does that come? Like, because
the thing is that like Rookie said, like if you get the flu, you got the flu. Like you're gonna be sick. If you got COVID, chances are you don't even fucking know until they test you. Like
Mhm.
nothing's gonna happen. You just have it. You know what I mean? Like, so why are we forcing players to miss games?
If we never tested it, you would still go 2 weeks without being tested with
Nigga, I was
COVID and still playing.
yeah, it's like, is there telling how long someone has been positive? Because it's like if you test positive one day, like, were you positive yesterday? I mean, because are they getting
Yeah.
tested daily? They're
yeah.
not, right?
So then that's
Or
the
they
pro.
are?
They're getting tested a lot, and I think under the new protocols, they're saying that they're gonna stop testing asymptomatic people
Hear no
who
evil,
have
see
who
no
have the
evil.
vaccine. So like that's gonna reduce the amount essentially. They're like, hey, if we stop testing them, then we don't have to like put them on the fucking COVID list. Essentially, with the NFL at least, COVID protocols. I haven't.
Well,
seen
what
anything about
fucking
NBA ones.
sense does that make though? Like, how does that even fuck? If we so worried about the motherfucker, right? The COVID, the boogeyman,
Mhm.
not testing is gonna make him go away just because you can't see the killer outside your door means he's not there.
Well, the reasoning behind it is because
What?
all these dudes, not all of them, but a large portion of them are testing positive that are asymptomatic. So that's why they're like, look, these guys are just at home chilling right now doing nothing. But
So
because
we-
of they test positive without having any symptoms and shit, they have to be out because they tested positive.
So you only testing the people that's unvaccinated.
The people that are unvaccinated are still being tested every single day, which to your point, like it's still dumb. And then but the players that are vaccinated and are asymptomatic, they're just gonna like stop testing them unless they start having symptoms. But then they're gonna be a lot harsher on like, or put a bigger focus on finding symptoms and asking about symptoms each and every day type shit.
That I mean, why were I don't
A
know.
lot of mental
that's-
gymnastics, it feels like.
Nigga, like if you're in the NBA right now, you should be vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, you know what the risks are. Fuck you, everybody plays. That's how I feel. Right? Like, I don't know, that's how I feel.
I mean, that's what I've been saying for months, bro. Leave these fucking people alone. Like, let them do what the fuck they choose.
Like when niggas was telling me I have to wear a mask and a vaccine didn't exist, I was like, okay. And then they told me to get the vaccine and I was like, okay. But now I got the vaccine and niggas is still like, it's
Wear
like,
a
all right,
sheep.
there got to be a point where this goalpost stays where it's at. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem too. And then Dr. Fauci was like, "Oh, this Omicron variant bullshit is way deadlier than the other bullshit. Now we got to get boosted." Like, nigga, shut up,
Didn't
man.
it come
It's
out
the
that it's like milder too than the other one?
Yeah, it's a
Supposedly.
lot
Headlines
milder.
I've
I
seen
don't know.
indicate that as well. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So they just at this point, niggas is literally like they put a whole bunch of bullshit in the hat, right?
Mhm.
And whatever come out like, oh shit, this is crazy. Then that's this all right. Then oh shit, this is crazy. Oh, baby.
It's a misfortune cookie.
Like
Yeah.
my attitude towards the whole thing from the very beginning was that you would rather overreact, underreact and let something really bad happen. Because this is something that I've actually considered for a long time. Like we consider, like we talk about like the Spanish flu, for example, and that shit was super deadly, but it was in an era that shit was like World War One,
Mhm.
and it was in an era where the world wasn't nearly as connected as we are now. You know what I'm saying? Like you think like one super deadly virus enters LaGuardia Airport and it's over for everybody. Like we're living in 30 days later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when they first started overreacting and they shutted all the business down, like they shut it all the business the economy down.
Mhm.
Like it made sense to me. It's like, all right, like we don't understand this thing. But now we have the data and we have a fucking vaccine. So like why are we still overreacting? It doesn't make any sense.
But the crazy thing is when they did like shut shit down, niggas was still doing the same shit niggas was doing just without going to work. You get what I'm saying? Like they was renting out mansions in Miami and throwing Airbnb parties, but the clubs was closed. Like
I mean, Florida's kind of
Florida's
a special
different.
case.
Yeah, Florida's
a
kind of
different
special
animal.
case.
It wa-
bro.
It's full of
It
Florida
was-
men, bro. None of them
Yeah.
care about anything.
it
Yeah.
wasn't just Florida now, because my ass was up and down through North Carolina all the way to Florida.
Like I'll tell you what, like I was in Nevada in November of last year, and
Mhm.
like that whole strip was a ghost town, bro. You couldn't find anybody.
oh, then maybe
Yeah.
maybe more out that
Bro,
way.
I
but-
remember like when it first happened, because in New York it was the same thing where it was like a ghost town. Like, we had every once in a while we have these town hall meetings, I guess, where everyone in the company, and then Adam Silver jumped on one of ours, which was kind of cool. And then he was talking about because he lives in New York, and he was saying that he just took his shit and went upstate because it was mad weird how nobody was like in the streets in New York. Like everyone was just either inside or just like gone. Like everyone was relocating and shit because of how much of a ghost town it was. So
I don't think
It's
I
just
ever
a Florida
quarantined
thing, bro.
At all, like
yeah,
I
because
didn't
you're
stay
a
in-
Florida man.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like I for sure quarantined. Like
Same.
probably like the main thing was like not seeing my mom because I was worried about like, you know, like she's pretty healthy, but I didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
And even like towards the end, like I would see her and like, you know, like we wouldn't hug or whatever. But once you got the vaccine, I was like, all right, like we're done. Like we're good.
We're good.
Right? Like purpose of the vaccine is for like I don't
Allegedly.
know.
Allegedly. And then that, apparently that shit like wears off too. So that's why they brought up the boosters, because they found that the vaccine is like wearing off and shit. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, this shit's a virus, right? Viruses are always going to transform and create new forms
that-
of themselves. So it's like we can't create a vaccine for every fucking form of COVID. You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
what is it. And then COVID or Corona been around for a minute too. It's just mutated and mutated and mutated and mutated, like all these fucking viruses do.
Yeah, but I don't think any version of COVID has been as contagious as 19
No.
though.
No,
I think the fucked up part, the toughest part is like, you know, we have the data, we know what it does, right? For the most part. I think the thing that fucked everything up the most is when trying to figure out like the deaths and how it's not accurately reported. So like we don't really have a true number of like the deaths that are caused by COVID. So then so like with this number being at like 2 million and counting, whatever it may be, early numbers, like them shits weren't always accurate. They're not
Not
reported
even
accurately.
close though.
So it's like you don't really know how much damage it truly did. So then that's why it's gonna put us in a tough spot to try to justify, like, look, this is just like the everyday type of flu, just a different face to it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's what makes it tough to try to move on from it, because I think eventually we're gonna get there where this becomes a, COVID is just like the common cold, type of shit. Is like the flu that comes every year. But I think it's gonna be tough to get there because no one really knows the real numbers behind it. Is what makes it like the scariest part of it.
Niggas
Like,
is talking about 2025, bro. Like, man, suck my dick. I'm not finna.
Like, but even with the inflated numbers though, like, how far are the COVID deaths from like the yearly flu deaths?
I don't know. I've been meaning to look that shit up, and then I just
Bro,
keep
that-
on forgetting to do
But
it.
that's what I was saying from the jump though, and motherfuckers thought I was crazy. A lot of this shit, the numbers wasn't too far off. I mean, because of the way it came in and the way it was spreading, of course, it spiked up. I think it was like 20-30% than average. But like Rook said, a lot of those, because these hospitals incentivize market everything as COVID deaths so they could get government stipends and all this shit. So even if it's, let's say it was 1 in 5 that died for real, motherfuckers marking 4 and 5 was dying of this shit.
Yo, what happened in 2017, 2018? So I looked up the numbers. In 2017, 2018, there was estimate 710,000 hospitalized and 52,000 that died from it. Then 1819 was 380 hospitalized, 20,000 deaths, and then 1920 was 20,000 deaths, and same like 380,000 hospitalized.
That's
He's
flu
talking
or
about the
Rona?
flu, obviously.
That's flu, right?
Yeah, flu.
So
It was
Rona is
Trump.
like-
It was Trump, bro.
It was Trump.
What do you
It was
mean?
Trump. I mean, he got inaugurated in 2017, bro. It's the only logical answer.
That shit was a
Nah.
bad year for the flu.
But I mean, Rona's alleged numbers are way higher than that, though,
In the
right?
millions, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, with this
Like
COVID
this
shit,
year
so
or between the
'cause-
two?
It's kinda
Um,
cool,
I mean, right now, I see like Cali has 76,000 deaths from it. Florida 62,000. New York 58,000. So
Yeah, and the flu numbers you gave were the entire country.
Or the world?
the country.
Um,
Damn.
I was gonna say if Rona is a virus that continues to mutate, like, could this possibly be like a sign for the future? Like, if we keep going the way we are, like something else possibly more dangerous could come about. Like,
Supposedly every 100 years this happens.
That's
Like
natural.
Yeah, like the Spanish flu was like 1916 or 1917.
The Black
you know, and then
Plague before
Corona.
that.
Yeah, like this happens every 100 years. It's just a matter of like, I mean, this one in comparison was pretty mild because, like I said, like we're pretty connected, and it's very easy to spread this stuff in comparison to like people back then.
And then the number's gonna be way higher now because back then when them shits came out, it wasn't 7, almost 8 billion people on this world. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
so
Yeah.
even if you do like the amount of people that are infected to the underneath or above the amount of people that exist in the world, like if you do it in proportions, like
Yeah, so like I mentioned, the cases, like 2017, for example, I said there was like 750,000 cases and then like 56,000 deaths. Well, here I'm seeing there's 50.8 million cases and then 805,000 deaths.
because like what did you say the Spanish flu's body count was? You said it was like 8 million. Is that what you said? Or I'm tweaking.
I didn't
Yeah.
say a number.
Yeah, we ain't saying
Oh.
Yeah.
So
But
you
it should
Um,
be
see
it should be
that-
it's
high
like-
though.
Whatever it is, Rona's like what, between 2 and 3 million over 2 years,
Spanish
like
flu is-
worldwide.
Spanish flu was 50 million.
And then how many people were around in that time? Because right now
a
you could
lot
do
less
what?
than now,
Like-
nigga.
You
A
do
lot
3
less
million
than now.
to 8 billion, which is how many people are here. and compare it to
Hey, you
that
you
fraction
asking the
back
wrong
then.
one to do numbers though, so I ain't gonna do those
My
numbers.
bad.
You
And-
can crush those.
Let me just use this
Comparison.
supercomputer I got in my
In
freaking
comparison,
hand.
right now the Spanish flu is worse, but Corona haven't been around as long yet, so we
Yeah.
can't even
Right.
do the
Oh.
comparison yet. Yeah.
Well,
All I know is
I mean, we
I
can
guess we'll see.
while you have your little supercomputer, David, you can look up the first year's numbers.
Yeah, that's true too.
You can look up the first year's numbers and see how deadly it was after a span of
Uh,
whatever amount of months.
You think they will be able to pull that up because they didn't have that type of technology back then to even.
I
you
mean,
know,
maybe not, but if it's there, it'll be interesting information.
that's-
Why was it the Spanish flu? I feel like that's kind of like
I knew,
Yeah, I mean,
I knew
like,
he was gonna say
why-
that shit eventually, bro.
why it gotta be a Spanish flu?
Because I
Like,
think
it's-
it came from out that way first.
Yeah, I think
a
they
Spanish
blamed it
speaker
on the
gave somebody that
Spaniards, bro.
shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they blamed it on the Spaniards, bro.
You think it was from like if it was like from Australia, they would have been like the Australian flu?
Probably.
I mean,
probably.
yeah.
So that's how they name it: swine
Yeah.
flu, avian flu. Like,
Hmm.
What are you
Interesting.
feeling oppressed right now? David?
David feels attacked right now or something.
How dare they? Like,
This is, but this is the first time you identified with Spaniards, bro.
That's funny. Hey, so and on that note,
sorry, I didn't find the numbers.
I mentioned it earlier,
gave
and no one thought it was as ironic as me, but I found it ironic as shit that the Nets were like, "All right, Kyrie, fuck it, we're gonna let you be a part-time player and come out here," and the motherfucker tested positive, and is on the safety protocol. They were like,
I hope
they
he's
were like-
okay.
They were like, "Yo, we're hurting for bodies right now, so we're like, fuck it, Kyrie, just come out, man. We
They
need
gave
help."
in.
And
It's
yeah, they
like, that
gave
shit
in,
blew
and
up
then
on them
this
too,
man
like,
can't even
fuck.
come out there anyway because he tested positive.
but the fact that they gave in too mean they never even gave a fuck to begin with. Like, because if you really stood by what you said, you'd be like, man, fuck Kyrie, even though we hurt and he's not vaccinated, so we don't want him to play.
Hey man, at the end of the day,
It's
power
not
of a
on the
dollar
Nets though.
talks,
It's
man.
there's a mandate in New York. It's not really on the Nets. They're just
Yeah.
abiding by
So why they bring him
Yeah.
back?
So really,
Yeah, they
what?
could have made him a part-time
because he's
player from
playing on the
beginning.
road. He's not going to be playing in New York.
Yeah. So they
He
were
could've
just
done that
like,
from the beginning.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah. So from the beginning, they just said like, look, it doesn't make sense to
No,
do
I
that.
actually
like it
I
doesn't make
I
sense to
understand
do
the
that,
no
yeah.
part-time player shit. Like, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm not really fucking with a part-time.
So why
player.
bring him back though? That's you
Because
ain't
they
answer
needed
that question.
bodies,
keep
bro. and
losing
they
bodies,
and
bro.
They keep
So
losing
if you-
bodies. They
So
don't
if you
think-
really gave a fuck about your stance to begin with,
Yeah.
fuck all that. Sit him the fuck out, just like you said in the beginning.
that's why it's
mean-
that's why it's ironic. That's why I found
They
the
were,
irony.
like,
in
yeah,
it.
They kind of were forced to for lack of a better word, like it was the best. It's the best option for the team to give in to letting Kyrie play on the road only.
yeah.
I don't know
Because
about all
of-
that.
Look, you
They
get what I'm
think- they-
saying? Like,
They
They
think
can have
that
not
stage-
Kyrie or have Kyrie on the road.
You
They
could have done
didn't
that
have
from the
him.
beginning.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
could have, but no. I understand the hesitance to allow there to be a part-time player. Like, bro, they're basically half-assing like it. They're half-assing it
They doing it
And
now.
that's what they're about to do now. Yeah.
out of necessity. Out of necessity.
Nigga, for what?
Because
Like,
again, though,
he's-
like in New York, he won't be able to play, and it's like, it's just gonna be. I feel like if this shit continues, it's just gonna be awkward. Like come playoff time.
Gonna
like
be. It's
these-
definitely gonna be awkward, bro. They might as well.
I feel
Like,
like
I
it's just gonna be
joked
awkward
about it.
now. Like,
I joked about it, but they might as well like try to give up being the number 1 seed if they really want Kyrie, because I mean they have home court, then he's only gonna
Yeah.
be able to play in a
just
few games.
sit him out anyway. Like, just don't bring him back.
Yeah.
And just dealing with what you're dealing with. Like, just tank for a bottom 4
Yeah.
through 8 seed. Yeah. Because yeah, no, I'm with the Nets on both ends. Like, in the beginning, it's like, nah, the part-time player shit, like, that shit's not conducive to like a winning
Culture,
environment,
atmosphere,
probably.
yeah.
Like,
But now we doing it. Like,
Yeah.
like these
out of
dudes-
out of necessity because of
No, but
their
these dudes-
situation.
these
They
dudes
they
that
had
are-
what 8 players on COVID
All right, David.
recently?
I got you, David. Let me talk real
It's-
quick, bro.
It's the best thing for the team, dog.
Like these dudes that are out for COVID are gonna be out for what, like a week or two?
It
They're
just-
gonna come back.
Possibly
they're-
less.
If they're
Possibly
vaccinated, they
less.
just got to report 2 negative tests in a row.
So we might
And
see these
when they
guys
say-
next week.
yeah.
So these
Right.
guys, we might see these guys next week. So this isn't necessarily a necessity. We need Kyrie for this next week. They're activating him for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's an
Niggas
L.
Yeah,
Niggas
that's an
just say anything, bro. Like that's
That
what
that
I'm
means
like,
these
bro.
guys they've been decided that this standoff was not worth it. And they're using this as an excuse to bring him back.
they're the 1 seed in the East
So why bring him back?
But,
They're the
well,
one
and it was
seed
also
because they keep losing available bodies, bro.
well, it was
They have
also
8
because
How many
Steve
players
Nash,
got on COVID, bro?
Steve Nash was talking about how like he's worried about the workload right now that's on KD and like
That's
Harden or whatever
yeah,
too. Because like
Let's
yeah, they're
spe-
they're
yeah.
the number 1 seed in the East, but like you saw last year when at least all 3 of them in some respect were there, like when it was 2/3 of them, like they were dominating out in the like they were handily winning teams. And then
so that
like
means
KD had to drop 50 on Detroit for them to win, and I think it did that game go into OT or there was some OT game against like a weaker opponent. You know what I'm saying? So it has to deal more with the fact of how difficult it is right now for them to also.
so that mean the
win games.
stance in it. Y'all say all that shit. Let's say the stance in the beginning was bullshit,
Nine players, 9 current players on COVID have the Nets.
and they'll be
For,
back
for a
in 4
week,
days.
David, for a
But
week.
that's the thing, though, that they're not certain of that. I mean, we assume it's gonna be a week, but
So they're gonna be
not
back
certain
in a
of that.
month. They're gonna be
I-
out
I-
for a month, David.
No,
'cause of
probably
COVID?
not.
They're gonna be
dog.
out for a month.
Probably not.
So
Probably
and-
not.
and
But it's
that-
like we don't know.
Yeah,
and neither
so
do
that
the Nets.
that is the thing with it too, Chris. Because like when, for example, like Middleton had it and he missed like almost 2.5 weeks because he like had symptoms and everything too. So like it depends. Like these players, you know, they're testing positive, but they don't have any symptoms, and they just have to do 2 negative tests, and then they're back to go if they're vaccinated. So like when LeBron tested positive, he missed
It
like
could be
maybe
false
one.
positives.
LeBron
Russell
missed like
Westbrook
maybe
got put on
one
it
or
and taken
2
off the
games.
same day.
Yeah, and then they had repeated negative tests, and then they got off the list.
All right, cool. And then on the next level of that is now you're decimated by COVID tests, right? Like people are testing positive, and this is the reason why your team isn't healthy. And you're gonna alleviate that by bringing an unvaccinated person. to
Yeah,
come
like
in
you get what I'm saying,
and
They presume him to be an available body.
bro. Niggas,
Go on,
niggas,
bro.
niggas will say anything.
That's funny as
to
fuck.
make
It is.
something
They went to
make
the
sense,
unvaccinated
bro,
player because of all the COVID shit. But it's
He
like
should
they
be the
assume-
most. He should be the most dangerous and the most one that be unavailable to play around people that's vaccinated because he's unvaccinated.
Yeah, I mean, I
They-
agree.
No,
someone-
it's shown that vaccinated people can pass and take on and get the COVID. So it's like, why
Somewhere-
is Kyrie more dangerous than a vaccinated player?
He's
Both of them can get it.
unvaccinated.
Vaccinated people can get it too. Like you've always said, they can pass it as well.
Oh my
Somewhere,
God.
somewhere down the line, the Nets front office was like, okay, like this is stupid.
This don't make no sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
waited
like-
to
Make no
get
sense.
8 players on COVID list to bring back
Nah,
Kyrie.
the thing is
If they
that
didn't believe in this shit like from jump, like they would have taken a different
because they
stance
had
from
no
jump.
David, because they had no justification to do so.
And now they do.
Yes, you're fucking defending it. Yes, they do.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like this
Now
is their
they
bullshit.
do. Bring
This
him
is their
back.
bullshit explanation to bring Kyrie. If they could have had a bullshit explanation a month ago, they would have done it. This is their bullshit explanation, but like I said, these guys are gonna be gone for a week, 2 weeks tops. They're gonna be back. Kyrie's gonna
Yeah,
be playing for the rest of the year.
On the road.
They were just waiting. They were just waiting for a bunch of players to get sick to bring back Kyrie to help out Kevin
I
and James.
so I agree with.
Come on, dog.
I agree.
You would
with,
do everything you can to help out Kevin Durant.
I agree with Chris on that front, where they were kind of just looking at it, the excuse portion of it. Because at the end of the day, and I think what the biggest thing is like I said, what Steve Nash was saying, how like they're worried about the heavy minutes and the workload for KD and like Harden, and he's just like, look, we need this man back, so that way,
Especially KD. Like
yeah. So I think that's what it was, is that they just thought that they're
to
not
say they
winning
waited
as
for
easily.
COVID to bring back Kyrie, I think that is a reach.
Nah, but like a month ago, didn't they think that there was too much of a load on Kevin Durant?
Probably. I mean, he's been
Probably.
playing heavy minutes.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
bro, these
Yeah, but
front
now there's
offices
another
think like,
month of workload on his shoulders.
I got you. So like these front offices think like you. These guys are very prideful, right? Like they'll make like they're still defending the Xeon thing where they're like, "Oh, Xeon played more games than Joel Embiid," because they don't want to admit that they made a bad decision. They'll trade, they'll make a bullshit trade, and the person will defend that bullshit trade until they get fucking fired, right? This is not there's no exception here. They made a bad decision with Kyrie. They're like, listen, you need to get vaccinated or you're not going to play. Kyrie looked at him and they're like, I'm not going to play then. And they're like, fuck, he called us out on our bluff. And they couldn't just bring him back. But now they have this COVID opportunity. They lost half of their roster. And now they could use this as an excuse to bring him back. If this didn't happen, they would still feel stupid, but they wouldn't bring him back, is what I'm saying.
Niggas don't give a fuck for real. They be fake giving a
Because-
fuck. Man.
Oh, all right. I mean, I just don't understand like what point you're trying to make.
I mean,
Other
if this
than
is the case,
They
why,
only brought
why
him
not
back
let it-
because of COVID.
if this was not the case, why like so why not bring him? Why not let him play from the beginning of the year?
Because a part-time player, you're gonna want to play with somebody that only plays on the road.
He part time now,
He's
bro.
part-time now.
He hasn't even stepped foot on the court. He's in protocol, and we don't know how long he's gonna be there.
But that's
When he
still
comes-
part time, nigga.
When he
come
comes, he's
back,
gonna
it's
be
part-time.
part-time, bro.
Is he gonna be
Be
full time?
out of necessity
Is he gonna be full time?
because of all of the bodies that
Is he
are
gonna be full time?
in the protocols.
I
Is
think-
he
he
going to
can't.
be full?
It's a New York thing. There's a mandate in New York that he, or not a
Nah,
mandate.
Whatever, man.
It's what the mandate to
It is a
be
mandate.
in a public venue, or
It is-
if
it
you
is
work.
It pretty much is a mandate. So I think it comes down to
So
the
it's not a
fact
Nets thing.
that
It's a New York thing.
the Nets were just like, nah, we'll make do without Kyrie, and then they notice
Which
how much work
the
is
one seed.
happening. Yeah, but they're the one seed, but not necessarily like dominating every single night like they were like last year or when those three were together, like that type of level.
They're
so then
missing
the-
I
Kyrie
know for a
Irving.
fact.
Yeah.
I know for a fact there was somebody in those meetings who was like, "It would be nice if we had." And he's been season, and then now they're like, "All right, let's bring him back."
They're like, damn, these games
Yeah,
are
they're
getting
like,
kind of
man,
tough.
it would be nice to have Kyrie only on the road.
Whatever,
Nigga, that's
man.
what, nigga.
That's
Let's
just-
move on to
that's
the next-
stupid, dog,
Let's move
to-
on to the next.
To have
All right.
to have someone
Alright.
only on road games, I
Nigga,
was
that's
with
That's
that.
what they
about to
doing
happen.
now. Like I'm so
Because they
confused.
lost more than
This
half of
nigga.
their roster.
Yeah, but then when the whole roster come back, he's still gonna be part time. So why not sit the motherfucker down again? And be like, yo, our roster back, we don't need you.
Shit might happen. We don't know.
You want to bet money on that?
Nah.
Look,
Okay.
bro, this bro.
All right, hey,
Nigga, my
we're
niggas
about
talking
to-
about ain't no sense in a part-time player while they have a part-time player.
Nah, to go into the whole season that way, no.
it's
I
out
was
of
with them on that.
necessity. All right, Rick. What's the next topic, bro?
hey, this is red alert. Woo, woo, sirens. Spoiler warning. All right, we're gonna get into Spider-Man. It's about to be that time.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, like I said, I'm putting 10 minutes on my timer here, so that's all we got. 10 minutes to share our thoughts. So then, from about this point forward, viewers and listeners, we're talking Spider-Man. So if you haven't seen it, skip over the next 10 minutes. All right, and the time starts now. Yo, that movie was fucking crazy,
I don't even
Why
know
is
where to
Chris
start
blurry?
with this
Oh,
shit.
there he is.
Though.
bro. Listen,
But
all
at
right.
the beginning, nigga.
All right, so in the beginning, boom, like if you remember how the movie ended, the last one, they
So
revealed
they,
Peter Parker, is Spider-Man, da da da. So then like everyone goes crazy, right? Because everyone is seeing him, as like the villain now, like he's getting attacked by mobs of people or whatever, like the police come and investigate him and shit. And like him and his friends can't get
It's
into
Trump.
college, like they can't live a normal life, so because of his peoples that know him, like their whole life is fucked up now. So then he goes to Doctor Strange and asks like, yo, can we revert this shit, right? And go back in
Are
time.
we just gonna tell him the entire story? Is that what we're doing? Like,
I mean,
Nigga,
Chris-
he's
just wanna
giving
make
me a
sure.
shortened version. Be quiet.
Yeah.
We only got 10 minutes.
yeah, shut up.
Oh.
And then he's like, "Yo, can you go back in time to make it look like I don't have or where they don't reveal him?" Kind of a weak point here where Strange is like, "I don't have the time stone anymore," so that's a little weird thing. So then they go to a spell where Doctor Strange can make it where like everyone that knows Peter doesn't remember him. So then he's in the middle of doing the spell and he was like, "Wait, everybody?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wait, but can you make it so XYZ people still remember me?" So like he's in the middle of doing the spell and then the spell falls apart. So then that's how like the multiverse gets introduced, where it's like now everyone that knows of Peter Parker enters that universe. So then that's how they bring in the other villains as well as the other Spider-Mans too. So then that's how the multiverse gets intertwined and then the
So,
shit just goes ham.
so the 3 Spider-Men fight the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah. It's
Sinister
like,
Six. They
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
nickname.
yeah.
That's. Was it even 6 of them? I don't think it was 6. I think it was 5, wasn't it?
I don't know. There was the
It was
Goblin, there was
Sandman,
Sandman,
Octo, Goblin, Electro,
and
and
then
the Lizard. That's
yeah.
5.
Yeah, but Venom was in the cut. That's why.
Yeah, Venom was in the cut.
Venom's in the credits. That's right. Yeah.
Chris, you gotta watch that shit,
Bro,
bro.
this
No,
shit's
I'm
crazy.
definitely. If I knew you guys were all gonna watch it this weekend, I would have watched it as well.
Bro. And then Pete, so how do you feel about how they ended it with eventually going through with the spell so everything went back to normal?
I mean, I like the way that they played it out because now it allows for them to bring in the multiverse into everything. Like, even though they did it off of Loki,
Mm-hmm.
but the way they did it in Spider-Man, I don't want to ruin it for Chris, bro. Like,
Dude, ruin it. Fuck it. I don't give a
Nah,
fuck.
but because even the way they left the Venom symbiote behind is allowing, because Tom Holland renewed for 3 more movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. What was that little? Because I remember the credits. This little black little
Yeah, it's part of
leech-looking
Venom.
thing.
Yeah, that's
He
Venom
left.
because
He left that behind. Is that what that
No.
is?
yeah, he left a piece of him behind because the Venom from this universe, he went back because Marvel don't have Venom technically.
Oh my
Or
god,
have
I
him.
just put that together. Holy shit,
Yeah.
I just put it together. So I was confused as to how he just like got up out of his seat and disappeared, and it's because the guy at the bar told him about
Is he
Peter
blipping?
Parker.
Yes.
No, he's not blipping. So remember how Doctor Strange was like, when someone knows about Peter, right, then they get sucked into to Peter's universe. So that's what happened. Like Venom learned about Peter Parker. He's like, oh, I should go meet this Peter Parker guy. So he found out about him, and then that's how he got pulled into the new multiverse.
But he been knew about him from the Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
technically.
gonna say, like, didn't Tobey Maguire have a film with
Bro, listen, when all 3
Yeah, yeah,
Spider-Mans
against
are
against the
together,
Venom?
hey, fuck that right now. When all 3 Spider-Mans are together, bro, it's so fucking funny. I love the comedic aspects of the Spider-Man movies, man. Like it's up there with the Guardian of the Galaxy type of comedy in there. Like it's so fucking good. And
To me, it was a little bit better though. If you know
Yeah.
the comic books, some of the shit that they were saying, I was like, bro, because even when the newer Spider-Man was like, I only told 5 people, no, 6 people. He was like alluding to the Sinister Six, but a lot of people didn't catch that. So when he
I didn't
said
catch that,
6, yeah, when he said 6, it was 6 people that knew of him
yeah.
from a different.
Wait, who said that?
What's the dude name? The newer Spider-Man. What's his name?
Garfield.
Tom Holland, Zendaya's boyfriend.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Tom Holland was like, I only fucked up the spell
back
6
Zendaya.
times.
Yeah.
What a guy.
So when he said he fucked up the spell 6 times, it was the
Yeah.
6 people that knew of him from 6 different universes.
Yeah.
So
Bruh.
when they did shit like that, I was like, bruh, like, and Jay looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like,
Yeah. So it's crazy. All right. So then Chris, because so ultimately the way that they're able to get the universe back to normal, he's like, just go with the spell originally of like everyone
Bruh.
forgetting about him. So then he goes and he's telling Zendaya and his boy Ned, they're like, look, you guys are gonna forget about me, da 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 da, like I'm gonna come find you type shit. So then the spell goes through and they literally don't know who he is. So then you go back to the reality right after that, and like this man is kind of by himself, type of shit. He's like,
And nobody knows.
nobody
he even
knows.
exists,
Like,
bro.
bro, dude has to take his GED now because like they don't know him at school. So he's not even at
Oh,
enrolled
that's
at
what
the
that was
school
alluding to.
anymore.
I kind
Yeah.
of wondered when I saw the GED thing. I was
E-
like,
e-
he
even when
graduate no
homie,
more?
when homie took off his mask and Jamie Foxx is like, I could have sworn you was black. It has to be black somewhere.
that shit was
shit
funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
You from Queens?
Yeah, I
you help
love
people
that
out?
too. I
thought you
love
was
that
black.
because he was like, hopefully there's a Black Spider-Man somewhere
So
or
it was
whatever. So
alluding to this Spider-Man
Miles,
into
The
the
Miles,
Spideyverse.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I thought
And I
about
was like,
immediately
bruh.
when Jamie Foxx said that.
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
there was a Black Spider-Man before. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
So
Venom
that
was
leaves it
hilarious.
open for the regular Marvel universe instead of that cartoon shit to bring in Miles
Yeah,
Morales now. So I was
exactly.
like, bro, that shit hard, bro.
The only
I
thing.
thought
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
thought they already brought in the Miles Morales angle with this guy with Child Gambino as the stalker.
Yeah, like my cousin or whatever. Yeah, possibly.
Oh yeah.
So, like, that's kind
the
of like-
Prowler.
Yeah, so I think
That was the
that.
Prowler.
Yeah.
Or the Prowler. I'm sorry, I said the
Yeah.
stalker.
That was the Prowler.
what's that?
That's Miles Morales' uncle that plays as like a super villain too.
Oh, he was a bad guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. All right. So we're at we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So so I was talking to Phil. I was talking to Phil after, and he brought up a point I didn't like think about till after, but it's like it kind of like the movie is fucking phenomenal. Like this movie's phenomenal, but then the after parts of it where it kind of introduces now what like the Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was when you're kind of like sad and a bitch and like lonely and whatever, because ultimately he doesn't go back to try to intervene with Zendaya and Homeboy. I like pray to God that they do that aspect of it where they try to rekindle. And then I totally forgot how Guardians of the Galaxy is about to play that angle right now with Chris Pratt and Gamora, because like they forgot each other too, so they got to like rekindle that type of love affair. So that'll be interesting. But that shit, oh my god, bro, like that broke my heart, bro. I was like, fuck, like I wish that it would, because that whole dynamic of them three together is phenomenal. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, they set up for Phase 4 to have like so many different possibilities, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy.
thought-
So there's gonna be more Spider-Man movies, you believe?
At least
Yeah,
3. That's what he signed
yeah.
up for.
he renewed for 3, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
they
nice.
might throw him in a couple of Avenger movies.
Oh, that's right,
like,
Chris. All right, but that's the problem. Like, no one knows who he is now. So, like, can he still be in the Avengers?
it's gonna be the new
I mean,
Avengers.
yeah, he shows up, he beats some
He could be
guys up,
reintroduced,
whatever.
right?
I
I mean,
don't
that's what's gonna happen in the next Spider-Man, I assume, right? He'll be reintroduced to the world that has forgotten about him. Right.
Maybe. So that's what. But the thing that so there is one part of the movie that I'm not gonna talk about. So this is gonna be a little tough because I want Chris to just be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But you remember David and Pete when Pete goes to talk to Happy at that one place, and they were like, we're friends. They're mutual friends with Spider-Man. So that part's a little confusing as to how Happy knows Spider-Man, though still, I guess, technically, but not Peter Parker.
He don't know Spider-Man. He don't
No,
know
he said
Spider-Man.
that
No, he said we met through Spider-Man. They're like, how do
Yeah.
you know her? And he said we met through Spider-Man, and he was like, me too.
yeah.
Or
Oh yeah, but you remember he revealed himself later on. That's right, but he could still go up to people as Spider-Man. It's not as Peter Parker. They don't know Peter Parker. They know Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
Happy no, so maybe he could still be in, but anyway, we're at 7 seconds, so we're
Fuck.
gonna. I know, dude.
Yeah. Chris, you
God damn,
gotta
I
watch
wish I
this
would've
shit,
watched this
bro.
movie.
I know we
bro.
don't
I'ma
have
watch it,
to.
I'ma watch it.
You
I'll
have
watch
to,
it.
the timer's off. The timer's off.
bro. I'll go
we-
in to watch it with you, bro. Like,
We
Same.
might have to have a little bonus episode or something.
Yeah.
I got tomorrow off too. I
Bro.
might go watch it tomorrow.
Bro, please do, man. It's fucking crazy.
I get off at 4. I just gotta go see Jay for a little bit, and I'm clear the rest of the
All right. Yeah, and I
I'll
told
call
my mom
out.
I was
No,
gonna
I'm
go to
playing.
Kissimmee too. I told my mom I was gonna go to Kissimmee. We might have to go
Bro.
do that.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, Chris. Like, to me, that shit's a legit 10 out of 10.
Nah, it's a
even
15 out
better-
of 10, boy.
yeah,
It's even better than the second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, I really like the second one.
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris,
What does it
Chris,
rank?
like,
Where
yeah.
does it rank?
It's
Where
pretty
does it
high,
rank with the
dog.
other ones, the other movies?
Bro,
all
like,
the
I think it's like
Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Endgame level.
well, Endgame.
Whoa.
All right, so
Chris,
here's
you
the
gotta
thing.
watch
Endgame was
it.
Endgame was super exciting, dog. Like once I finally like comprehended everything, I was like, this is really fucking cool.
When
Like
you were
I had
awake,
lis-
nigga.
when you found out who Thanos was.
like the fifth time I watched it, that's when everything clicked for me.
Bro.
But
So
once I
like,
got to that
think,
point, I was
I
like,
think
this movie's so
Infinity
exciting.
War,
Felt the
Infinity
same
War
way
is still
about
number one.
Spider-Man.
Infinity War still has to be number one. And then you know,
Damn, out
what,
of all the Marvel movies.
you don't think so?
I mean, I'm not mad at you for thinking
I
that.
think it's cool as fuck too.
Yeah.
I think Endgame's
I
better,
think
though.
Infinity War for me is number one. And then probably number two, like could go either Winter Soldier or Endgame. But like I legit think this is number three for me.
Like Infinity War is my number 4.
Civil
So
Rights was
what's your number
well,
one?
not Civil Rights.
one?
Civil rights.
Civil,
Yeah,
what was
mine,
that
mine
one
is
movie?
the civil rights movement. My number 1 is the civil rights movement.
The-
That's my number
the,
1.
oh, Civil War. My bad.
God damn,
I thought
this
that
nigga be
movie was really
sleeping
fucking
too
cool
much,
too.
bro.
He said MLK, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman.
That's the real Captain America.
Harriet Tubman is my favorite Avenger.
Captain America, Civil War. That movie was super
I
exciting
fuck
too.
with Rosa Parks, bro.
Yeah, Rosa Parks, she's my number 2 Avenger, bro.
I don't,
Yeah.
this like I watched Black Panther in theaters like 20 times, bro. Like this movie, I'm gonna go see that shit like 100 times.
Which is crazy.
Like,
Damn, you like this one better than Black Panther?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah.
all cool
Yo,
as fuck.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's like,
yeah. I'm sorry, but I know my ancestors probably crying.
I just spit on my water. I just spilled my
But
water everywhere.
it's
That
just-
shit just
we
spilled.
passed the 10 minutes, so I can't say much. But it's just the way that they introduced everything, and
Ugh.
bro, that shit, I don't know. Like that
it
shit-
was really well put together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Like sonically, like this was like like towards the end, I feel like it
No,
dragged a
that's
little
it.
bit.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
But,
Ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen,
Let's
go
talk
watch
about-
Spider-Man No Way From Home. We're not getting paid for this. Like, we're just giving our
It's definitely
opinion.
not no way. Oh yeah, there's no way home, but it's all good.
Isn't that what I said?
What?
No
What's it
way
called?
from home. It's fine. Sorry.
Yo, Chad, what is it? Chad Boswick?
Chadwick
Chadwick
Boseman.
Boseman.
Yeah, Bozeman. His brother saying that they should recast him.
They should though.
Yeah, I think they should.
Because why would you leave?
Yeah, I mean, they've done that with other characters.
that's what I'm saying. And then just the caliber of actor he was, he would want that. I feel like
Yeah.
because he
Yeah, like-
he understands like
The
people
show
wanna
must go
pick up the
on.
man-
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Bro, I
It-
thought he was such a good Black Panther though, bro. Like,
He was.
yeah.
like
Who do you
it's-
who do you think could step into that role?
it's hard to say, man. Like if you would have asked
Yeah.
me who could have played Wolverine, I would have never told you Hugh Jackman. You know what I'm saying? Like if you would have asked me who could have played Iron Man, I would have never said Robert Downey Jr. Like that guy was a random,
Yeah.
and he turned out to be like one of the best castings of all time.
Bro, crazy.
Y'all seen the newest Candyman though? I think that guy that played Candyman could play a new Black Panther.
I've
He's
never
a good
seen that.
actor.
No,
He's a
I
good
didn't see
actor.
Kenny
I
Man.
haven't
That's what
seen the
I'm-
movie. I haven't seen the movie, but I know who you're talking about. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know about the whole accent thing because they want to do this African accent
It-
shit, but
Isn't he already Blade though?
no, that's not him.
Oh, I thought that was
I thought
him.
Blade was Wesley Snipes.
No.
No, the,
What? God damn, my nigga sleepwalking, bro.
Is he not? Or is there
Yeah,
a new
nah,
one?
he is.
That's
Or-
the old
he
one.
Wesley
was?
Snipes gonna
He
be the
was.
new Blade, bro.
Nah, the new Blade is the dude. I think he was off the Wire. Was he in the Wire?
I don't think he was
Yeah, I
on
don't
the
know.
wire. But nah, the guy who's playing Blade, I like him as an actor. I think he's
Yeah,
pretty
he
good.
fired too. He fired too. But I think
have
the
to
guy
watch
that
that movie.
played Candyman could play Black Panther. He fired.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
no,
fired.
you know, Disney doesn't make many bad decisions. Whatever they choose is probably going to be the best decision. Even though, like on this next movie, I understand it's going to be mostly about his sister and the other girl,
Uh-huh.
which I'm actually excited to see. I want to see like what they do with that.
Well, how they gonna do a full movie of that? I think they should have made that a TV show, then came out with the second movie after the fact.
I think what happened was that they already had the concept down and they like all the technical stuff was already taken care of. They just had to shoot the movie, so they decided to just go through with it. I'm sure if they make a Black Panther 3, they're gonna hopefully recast them. Even though, like a lot of people don't want to see that, but I think
But
Marvel's just better
Black
when we have
Panther
a Black
3?
Panther, bruh. Huh?
Did you say Black Panther 3?
Yeah.
There's a second one?
No, not
No, I'm
yet.
saying
No, he's saying when we get there.
Oh, I
yeah,
was about to
Yeah.
say, no, I missed something. What the f-
nah, nigga, nah. Like,
Oh,
because Black Panther 2
dang,
is
you
already
way ahead of
done.
yourself, my boy.
Black Panther 2 is pretty much done already. Once they
yeah.
get to Black Panther 3, I think they're gonna
Oh.
recast the
But
actual Black Panther.
in the comic books, his sister picked up the mantle when he went away for like 6 months or something, anyways. And then shortly after
Bruce
his
Wayne.
sister, you stupid. Shortly
Storm, bro. Like,
yeah.
Storm Black Panther. That shit would be crazy.
Yeah.
That shit would be fucking crazy.
But even
Storm?
Killmonger picked
Who's
up
Storm?
the role of the Black
Nigga, you don't
Panther
know
at
who
one
Storm
point
is?
too.
Halle
I don't
Berry,
think so.
Storm.
Halle Berry was Catwoman.
Nah, that's DC,
In
bro.
DC.
The
Yes.
X-Men, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do my research. I don't know
Storm,
about
the
that.
lady who fucking makes it rain, bro. Like,
Lightning and shit.
There's no way you don't know.
Hey Chris, do the voice from that one video. Remember? The Dominican X-Men.
Yo, that video is funny. as
Soy
fuck.
Professor Javier.
Yo, I watched that video
Dominicans can do anything.
100 times, bro, and
Nah,
I'm not
they
even
think they-
Hispanic, bro.
They
Yeah.
think they can do anything, nigga.
Hey, really quick because we're getting pressed on time. We got to get to the topic from our comment last week on our video here
Oh,
that I mentioned. So what exactly he said?
He said best player of all time and current best player. And it's like, damn,
Yes.
it's the same guy for me.
Nigga, that's gonna be, bro. I feel like that's gonna be a 30-minute debate, bro.
Yeah, I can't squeeze this shit into. How much time we have left?
Not
minutes.
much.
Yeah, like 5-ish, 10
My
minutes.
bad, bro. You finna have to tune in next week, dog. We'll leave it
You
off.
got,
that
you gotta,
shit,
you
dog.
gotta pick a better time. If Spider-Man didn't come out, we would have had
Yeah.
time for you, bro.
Or is
Yeah.
this everybody's just say quick and then we could dive deep into it. First topic next.
Quick all time, I'd say LeBron is my all time. I think he's the best, and then best player in the league right now. Kevin-ish, Giannis-ish.
Kevin Giannis.
This guy.
Yeah, Kevin Giannis. I mean, I'll give it to KD.
He said it's
man.
between two people.
I'll give it to KD. But Giannis is my guy.
Of all time, I got Jordan. I mean, it's really just debate, like who's better between Jordan and LeBron. That's really what the debate is.
Yeah.
And
And
that we can't squeeze that in 5 minutes, bro.
No.
Like that's
Yeah,
gonna
I got
take a whole
LeBron two
episode.
times.
Who you think is the best right now? I got Jordan too, because I grew up in the Jordan era. But
LeBron James. That's who I got right
Yeah,
now for
Jordan.
best ever and best current.
LeBron is better because rookie can't name 5 players on the 1997 Utah Jazz. That's why LeBron's better.
oh my god.
Nah, he saw the Last Dance.
Uh,
Stop playing. Stop trying.
Yeah,
Stop
bro. I've
trying
seen
that,
The Last
bro.
Dance.
Y'all niggas
several
was
times.
trying extra hard after the Last Dance. Like, no, wait, hold up. LeBron's definitely better. You got to understand.
He proves our point, dog. Like LeBron
Yeah,
James
right,
is
nigga.
in a
'Cause you
league
seen
with
Danny
people
Ainge,
like
nigga. I'm pretty sure.
Kevin Durant
I'm pretty
and
sure
Steph
Danny
Curry.
Ainge wasn't even in the Last Dance, nigga.
Oh, he was interviewed.
I think Jordan would have gave LeBron the works, like the works.
Like Jordan
I
was
mean,
special, bro.
You're not really saying much, dog. He'll give anybody the works, just like LeBron will give it to anybody.
No, yeah, LeBron will give him the work too. Listen, this is just comparing two of the greatest to ever do it. Like we're splitting hairs here, but like
Mhm.
I'm going towards Jordan, bro.
The reason I go LeBron is, same thing David has said for a while too, is just because he does like everything when it comes to scoring, rebounding, assisting. I mean, like, dude's gonna be top 5 for sure, top 10 in all those categories. So
So Jordan.
Yeah, yo, are we gonna go the way we went crazy for Steph Curry breaking that 3-point record? Are we gonna do the same for LeBron when he passes
Absolutely.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
If he does,
for
yeah,
most points
Yeah,
ever?
of course.
What, in
Absolutely.
points?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Is he gonna pass him? Where's he at right now?
If
He's like
3.
4,000 behind, if that.
Yeah, so the thing is, if he passes him, because
Yeah, like,
especially with him missing his amount of games as he has been, I don't know. Like he has to average, what was it, like 25 for like the next 2-3 years still. which he could
Kareem is
do.
at,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I think he's gonna play
37,
another
nigga.
5 years. Like that's what
But
I'm saying.
the problem is the number of games, bro, and like missing
Yeah.
games and shit. So
Like
we'll see.
Kareem is at 37, bro. Like that is that's a
Bron's at
lot
like
of
35
motherfucking
and change.
points.
Wait, you know, let me. Remember how I have a supercomputer like in my fucking hands?
Yeah. Kareem is what's to say 38,000. Karl Malone is 36. Call it 37. LeBron's at 35. So
Yeah, so he got
I
to pass
have an
Karl
actual
Malone
computer.
first.
Yeah.
Then he got.
So
Yeah.
he
He could
got
probably-
2,000 and change to pass him.
yeah, he could probably catch Carl this year, maybe. So he's
Wait, but what's the point though? Like what's the point of bringing this up?
well,
Oh no,
'cause
because
David.
I said is LeBron gonna be celebrated when he or if he passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the way Steph Curry was
Of
celebrated when
course
he
he
passed
would.
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
bro.
Because
Miller.
in my
Of course he-
opinion, that's an
Ray
even
Allen, sorry.
harder. That's an even harder number to reach. I think is the all-time scoring.
It's just like yeah,
Um,
best player
Yeah,
ever,
no, for
dog.
sure,
LeBron
for
James.
sure.
I like
Whatever,
shit.
nigga.
LeBron
His
James.
points per game is higher than Michael Jordan's as well for their career.
Is it? I thought Jordan averaged 30 for his career. I'm like pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure he
Or
did.
actually, I
nigga.
might be tweaking. Yeah,
You
I
are
think you're
tweaking.
Yeah,
right.
now you usually
are.
are tweaking.
Yeah, Jordan
Sure.
retired averaging 30, Papa.
Aren't you the guy that
30.
thinks Allen Iverson is better than Dwayne Wade?
Wait, but like, why is that a stretch though?
No, is it not? It's not clear.
Why? Why is it clear? Why is it clear?
D Wade on both ends of the ball.
I
And
mean, this guy
Allen Iverson was
Iverson
creating off the dribble and shooting,
so,
and then
so tell me about Iverson. Like, what do you know about Iverson besides like what you've seen on the fucking paper? Because I know you were watching.
ball handling, and he's shooting off the dribble. Like he was
Okay.
elite at that.
He was
And then he's
also
getting to the rim
like,
too.
Chris brought it up too. Like, dude was a pit pocket machine.
My nigga has like doesn't he have like the all-time steals playoff record? Like he was a very good defender, and like you're
I'm
fucking
taking
tripping.
Wade though. I'm taking
Like
Wade.
Dwayne Wade is that nigga, but to say that there's no argument, I feel like is disrespectful.
It is. I think the no argument comes from the rings though. I think that's what it is.
And
No, the
I mean,
no
you want to talk
argument
about
comes
defense?
from-
What about
the no
all NBA
argument comes-
defensive selections? Like
The no
it's like
argument.
3-0.
All right, finish that. So the no argument comes from David never seen him play.
Nah,
You didn't watch him in his prime.
AI is 14th all time in steals.
I saw Allen Iverson play.
Yeah,
I
when
just
he was,
didn't know
like,
how
on the
good he
Nuggets,
was.
nigga.
On the
Yeah.
Nuggets, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you started watching him play. Yeah, I know.
AI was
All
like.
right, so
deferring.
who was better, AI or D Wade?
D-Wade.
I mean, I'm going D
No,
Wade.
I'm asking Chris
Yeah.
because he.
I'm
you know,
going
he-
D Wade. I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
D Wade.
Oh.
But it's not that far off though. Like I don't know. AI was really fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
no
was
one
a
said he wasn't.
phenom. He was a phenom,
Yeah.
boy. That nigga.
Like my nigga makes it seem like it's Jordan, Kobe, D Wade, the fucking Grand Canyon, and then AI. Like nigga, it's not that. Bro. It's not that.
Yeah.
Nah, the gap's not the Grand Canyon, bro. Come on, you're reaching. I never said that, nor insinuated
Well,
that.
that's the way you made it sound, nigga. Maybe you should sculpt your sentences a little better, nigga.
Anyway, hey, we're
I could work
we're
on
at
my
the end.
communication. You
We're
know,
at the end here. It's
Somebody
time
else
here,
has said
fellas.
that.
It made me feel fucking ways, bro. It made me feel a ways.
you made me feel a ways.
You won't like Chris when he's
Aw.
angry.
Sad.
Anyway,
I'm
hey.
more fucking
And I like
hungry
my
than I
shirt,
am
bro.
angry
Fuck
right
you.
now, nigga.
Hey,
This is a weird shirt to wear, nigga. Like what made you? what made you wanna-
It fits. That's what made me wear it.
Nigga, most shirts
Bitch.
fit. Like what? You seen? Where do you
Ooh.
buy it from?
Polo.
I got it
bro.
at the mall or the
Yeah,
outlet.
what
I got it at the
store?
outlet store.
What store?
Ralph Lauren.
It's polo. I just said that. I could tell it's a polo shirt.
Nigga, out of all the shirts you bought out, whatever, nigga. Look,
anyway,
Weird.
hey.
Yo, my boy is a fashion critic, movie
I'm
critic,
not a fashion critic.
music critic.
I'm not. I'm not a
Anything
fashion
you need
critic.
somebody to criticize, I
Bro,
got
we
your
can't
guy.
even
bro.
see
I
Chris.
got a
Your
guy
guy-
for you.
We can't even
It's like
see
it's
Chris.
teal, and then they got the red and the blue. It just got a lot going on, bro. I didn't think it was something that you would like.
You got something against colorful stuff, bro?
No, I don't, nigga. I
my
don't,
God.
nigga.
Is that what we're getting at?
I'm jealous. I'm jealous that you can pull it off and I can't. That pisses me
Oh
off.
my gosh.
Hey,
Weren't you talking about how I need to construct my sentences better? Because that was not the vibe you were giving off. You were not giving off jealousy vibes. You were like,
I'm tripped out how the only thing we could see on Chris is his knees right
This
now.
is kneecap.
is that even what that is? Those
Yeah.
are like a pile of shit.
Oh wow.
Nigga, you're mad because I made fun of your shirt, bro. I like your shirt.
Oh my
Fuck you.
God.
Oh shit.
Hey, that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Hey,
Nigga called my
cut
knee a
scene.
pile of shit. That's fucking racist.
Hey, all right, we're cutting it off. All right, that's it. No more. Thank you guys for listening. Again, please like, comment,
Didn't the nigga call me a
subscribe.
Snickers bar last week too?
I think you actually called yourself
That
a
was your
Snickers bar.
childhood, bro.
Yeah, you called
PTSD.
yourself
Nah,
a
he called me.
Snickers
He called me a Snickers bar when we were exiting, bro.
Damn.
you were talking about the time you experienced racism as a
Yeah,
child, dog.
And
That
you
wasn't
fucking
me.
turned that shit around on me, nigga. You turned it around on me.
I don't know. We'll have to go rewatch that episode. I know I
Now
will.
you can rewatch.
Nah, we're looking for these
Like,
receipts.
comment, subscribe. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. All right, appreciate it. Peace.
Gang, gang.